Hey everyone, and welcome back to your mat. My name is Candice, and today's practice is actually a seated meditation, so you don't really need your mat. I'm sitting on my mat on a bolster. If you want to grab a bolster, pillow, cushion to sit on, or if you just want to sit in a chair, on your couch, wherever you're most comfortable, to where you can sit tall, comfortably, with a tall spine, with minimal effort from your back, and so that you're still alert. So grabbing whatever you need to feel comfortable in your seat. Any seat is a good seat, whatever works for you today. And for our meditation today, we are going to be focusing on what's known as prana vayu. And if you're unfamiliar with what prana is essentially our life force, our energy, our vitality that keeps us alive. It moves through us. It's present in all living beings. And vayu is essentially wind or air. And there are 5 directions in which prana moves through our body. And today we're going to be focusing on the prana vayu of inhalation, of everything we take in through our senses, through our sight, our taste, our hearing, through our touch, everything we take in. And the reason why we're focusing on this today is if you think about everything you take in your senses throughout your day, it can be a lot. A lot of us wake up in the morning, first thing we do is you grab our phone, we're scrolling through social media or checking our emails, checking our text messages. If you have kids, they're up constantly in your face. You're making them breakfast, dropping them off at school, rushing to daycare, rushing to work. Even if you don't have kids, before I had my son, my mornings still felt very rushed. I feel like we just live in a society where we thrive on and pride ourselves on being busy and rushing. We're rushing through our meals. We're standing at the kitchen counter eating our lunch while looking at our phone or dealing with our kids, or we're sitting and watching TV while we're having a meal. We are rushing from task to task, maybe even like losing our belongings. The amount of times I lose my keys in a day. It's just everything that we go through in our day is can be incredibly overstimulating for our senses. We start our day often by looking at our phone. We end our day often by watching TV. We're constantly taking in all kinds of sensations through all of our senses. And what that can do is it actually depletes our prana, and it can leave us feeling overstimulated, irritated, depleted, tired, exhausted, however you want to put it, however you're feeling, cluttered in your mind. And if we don't take the time to replenish that prana, we kind of live in a constant state of burnout, and we're so used to it. Oftentimes we're not even realizing that it's happening. But once you take the time to replenish that prana, re-energize yourself, ground yourself, you're going to be feeling so much better. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to take the time to ground and just pull that prana back in, replenish ourselves so that we can feel less overstimulated, less irritated, less cluttered, and just feel clear in our minds. So just finding a comfortable seat if you haven't already, whatever that looks like today. Tall spine with minimal effort from your back, and we're just going to roll the shoulders up, down, and back. Nice and tall, soft through the shoulders. Slight tuck of the chin. You can allow the eyes to close down. And with your eyes closed, can you just begin to visualize your surroundings? So although your eyes are closed, you can notice or know the various things in the room that you're in. Taking these first few moments to scan the area, visualize the space around you. Perhaps you notice sounds inside or even outside of the room. You can start to bring that awareness a little bit closer now. Feeling your sensation of touch. Can you feel the surface that you're sitting on? Feel the touch of your clothing on your skin. Feeling grounded in your seat, down through your ankles, your pelvic floor. Feel supported by the surface underneath of you. Notice sensation of the clothing on your skin, or maybe hair brushing the back of your neck. The sensation of your eyelids touching or the lips touching together. Now moving in awareness a little bit further now to your internal landscape. Can we notice with complete non-judgmental curiosity whatever's going on inside? I say non-judgmental curiosity because we often intellectualize everything that's going on, our thoughts, our sensations, our emotions, and if it's not pleasant or what we want it to be, we want to change it. We're judging it. We're labeling it as good or bad. But can you be curious and just take the seat of the observer and notice what's going on without that need to change or control? Any thoughts circulating, anything energetically that you're feeling, emotions, physical sensations. Just notice. Mindful awareness. And now, with this mindful awareness, with this non-judgmental curiosity, can you bring your awareness to the ways in which you deplete your energy, your prana, the ways you overstimulate your senses? Taking the seat of the observer, just become aware without judgment, just awareness of any overstimulation that you might feel, whether it's through screens, through sounds, through touch. If you're a parent, you might be familiar with the term feeling touched out, especially if you're a parent of toddlers or babies. Complete non-judgmental curiosity. Just notice with compassion, with softness. Now just beginning to deepen the breath, keeping the belly soft. Inhale, completely fill up the lungs. Exhale just as completely, just as full. And on the next breath in, on your deep belly breath, can you visualize the freshest, purest breath moving into the lungs, filling the body, moving up through the heart, nourishing you, pausing at the top, holding the breath in, and then with the exhale, just let the breath seep out through the lips. No force, okay? So it's like you're holding on to that prana, but you're just letting the winds leave your system softly, no effort. Inhale once again, visualize that purest breath, fresh, crisp air, prana coming into the body through the lungs. Moving up, clearing space, clearing any heaviness in the heart space. Nourishing you, energizing you, and holding on to that prana. Just let the winds leave your system through the lips. Inhale once again, notice the freshness coming into the body. This time moving up through the throat, clearing any heaviness you feel in the throat. Feel it nourish. Holding on to that prana. Exhale, let the winds leave through your system through the mouth. Just a soft exhale through the lips. Inhale. Feel the prana enter the body, moving in through the lungs, up past the throat and into the mouth now. Feel the sensation in the mouth. Feel it clearing any heaviness you feel. Holding on to that prana. Exhale, let the winds leave you through the lips. Once again, inhale, drinking the breath in through the nose. Feel it rise up through the heart, through the throat, through the mouth, now into the ears. Clearing any clutter, any heaviness, any overstimulation you feel through your sense of sound. Holding the breath. Feel the prana clear and nourish. Holding on to that. Exhale through the mouth. Let the breath seep out. Let the winds leave the system. Inhale, drinking in that fresh breath. Visualizing moving up through the heart, the throat, the mouth, the ears, and into the nose. Feel it clear and fresh, clearing any heaviness. Holding on to that breath, letting the winds leave you through your mouth. Still holding on to that prana. Inhale, drinking it in. Visualize it moving up the heart space, the throat, the mouth, the ears, the nose, and now into your eyes. Clearing any overstimulation, any clutter, any heaviness. Feel it nourish. Holding on to the breath, holding on to that prana as you let the winds leave your system through the lips. Inhale, all the way in through the heart, the throat, the mouth, the ears, the nose, the eyes, and now the brain. Holding on to that breath, clearing any clutter, any noise, any overstimulation, anything you're holding on to that you need to clear out. Let that leave you through the exhale as the winds leave your system, and let the prana nourish and clear and revitalize your system. So I'm going to leave you for a few rounds on your own as the breath comes in, fresh, pure prana coming in, clearing everything from the heart all the way up to your brain, re-energizing, revitalizing. Exhale, the winds leave your system through the lips. And we'll just take a few more rounds here on your own. And it's no rush at all, but Next time you finish your next exhalation, you can just return the breath back to its natural pace. And taking that seat of awareness of complete non-judgmental curiosity, just notice how you feel. Notice anything happening inside. And I would just like to leave you with a quote that I love from Michael Stone. He says, "And so, just beginning with simple moments and breathing, we return the mind and body to a less chaotic pace. And then, sense organ by sense organ, open up the channels and eventually the heart, so that we are less polluted. And then we can breathe again. And then we can be silent. And everything is crafted out of silence. The inhale is born of silence, and the exhale returns us to silence." So just taking these next few moments to sit in the silence, feeling supported and nurtured by this silence. Knowing that the silence is always available to you. Underneath the clutter, underneath the noise, it exists underneath all of it, within you. You are that. Softly join the hands together at heart center, bowing the chin down towards the chest, taking the last few moments to feel grateful for this time on your mat, to replenish yourself, to revitalize and energize and clear all of the clutter. And slowly blink the eyes open. And thank you so very much, as always, for joining me in practice, and we will see you again very soon.